Hello everyone, my name is Scott. I'm actually a member of FullSizeBronco.com. I wanted to do a video about the tailgate and how it works. What could be possibly your issue. This truck here that I'm working on, I knew right away as soon as I seen it, the window wouldn't go down. The switch isn't working, but first we had to get the tailgate down. The window was actually dropped down about an inch or so from the top. That actually is a kind of a telltale sign that the rollers that go inside, let me go to the regulator. I've got the regulator in the garage here. I've been working it. The rollers tend to seize up, especially down in the south. They get a lot of dirt, dust. They need to spin freely. Now this one, I can spin it, but I'm struggling to spin it. This side here, I can spin it real easy. See how easy that spins? This side again, like it's stiff. These have to spin freely for the window to go up and down. Here's a new one. Let's see if I can get this position just right so I can show you. Alright, let's see here. See how easy that spins? Barely even touching it. These rollers have to spin. I'm going to be replacing that one for sure. I only got one here. This one seems to be fine, but that definitely was a reason why the window wouldn't go down. The other problem we have here is the motor that came out of the regulator assembly. The bushings inside of it are gone. I can actually spin the gear. Let me show you on this one over here. All right, on this motor here, this is a good motor here, but it's locked up here, so that one's going to work perfectly fine. Now, as far as electrical issues, the number one thing that I find with these trucks, these tailgates, is this plug that's in the center here. It actually, you'll see where it's positioned right there. All right, so there's that little clip that holds it in place. Pull these out, and you're going to see there's actually two blades that are in there. I've got one blade pulled out right here. They are held in by, let's see here if I can get a good view of the blade. There's actually a little clip that holds that blade in. You take the clip, you pull it away from the blade, and then from the back side you pull the blade out. If you look at this blade, it's pretty corroded. Both sides. Let's see here. Yeah. This, what I find, is one of the number one problems to the electrical issue of getting power back to the motor. If the switch is good, check this. Pull your connections out, clean them up, reinsert. You won't have to worry about it for many years. If your window's up, you need to get it down. You need to get your tailgate down. The window's held in by these rails. The regulators inside, these slide into the window. They've got 7/16 nuts that hold it in there. Pull the cover off, you'll see the cover there. Reach up in there with a 7/16 wrench, find the two nuts, take them off. There's 4 total, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Once you get it off, it's best to have a second person making sure that they hold the window in place so it doesn't fall down on you. If you're by yourself, get a piece of 2x4 or something, put it in there just to hold it up until you can get around to sliding it down. As far as replacing the motor, once you get the tailgate down, the easiest way is to run power to the motor. Let me get this motor here. So let's say this motor is inside the regulator. You got the plug here. Just take a drill battery, 12-volt battery, 18-volt battery, 20-volt battery, whatever you got, and apply power to these terminals. One way is going to go up, one way is going to go down. There's 4 bolts that hold the regulator in. There's one there. There's one here. There's 2 on the other side. This particular one that's right here, unfortunately I don't have the regulator in place to show you, but it's best to try to get the regulator with the arms almost straight out this way by applying power to the motor. It will open up a hole that you'll be able to get access to this one bolt. Replacing the motor is much easier pulling the regulator out. So once you loosen that up, you can actually slide it over this way. You'll have access to the 3 bolts that hold the motor in, and makes it a whole lot easier replacing the motor than trying to do it with the regulator in place. One other problem area is these wires right here that come out of the quarter panel behind the taillight lens. A lot of times they get pinched. Not sure. That wire right there, maybe. Zoom in on it. Sometimes these wires tend to fray and they cause problems as well. If you're trying to get the window to go up and down and your motor works just fine and you can't get no power to this plug right there, there's a safety switch inside this tailgate. It's located right about here on the inside. It's got 2 wires that plug into it. They tend to go bad every once in a while. Sometimes it's easier to go ahead and take that plug, unplug it, add a jumper wire in between. Plug's going to look similar to something like this. Just take a wire, put it in on one side, jump it over to the other side, tape it up real good, and that should allow you to get direct feed over to this plug right here. This particular tailgate, I don't have any power over here right now. I got to figure that out. I'm going to check the switch. There's a diagram online. I don't know how to edit videos and put the diagram in here, but I will try to find a link and put the link of this diagram that I have, so that way you can look at it. You'll be able to jumper your switch to try to get the window to go down if your switch is bad. All right, if anybody has any questions, let me go back to the wheels. I want to talk about that. That's on the regulator. So this one is bad. A lot of times I can free these up. Spray them down with some PV blaster. Right in the center there. And then just take the slide rails, slide it on there. Hard to do one-handed. Slide it on there. Once you lube it up, just work it back and forth. One thing I find that works really well is Dawn dish soap. Once you get it all cleaned up, add some Dawn dish soap to it. They usually spin pretty good after that. This particular one though, I think we're just going to replace it. When I was talking about that one bolt for the regulator, it actually goes in right here. You see where the position of the arm is? It's hard to get to that bolt. So I don't know if I can do it or not. Alright guys, see a hole? That allows access to that bolt. If you can get the window motor to move the regulator by applying 12-volt power. And be careful of this thing because it's under tension, it's got springs. You can hurt yourself with it. Alright. I hope this video was educational. I hope you're able to fix your tailgate. I do a lot of tailgates every year. So I know these things pretty much inside and out. Alright. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for watching.